Hi, I'm Tor.
Hi, I'm Uwe.
We have a question that comes up quite often here at IDCON from operations. And they ask, well, you're saying we need a partnership between operations and maintenance. The question comes, what do we need to do as operations? Exactly what are the tasks you want us to actually help you with? So in our philosophy, we believe that production reliability is a partnership between operations, maintenance, and engineering. And of course, we need to coordinate the production schedule with the maintenance schedule. We can't just go around doing maintenance whenever we want. We need to obviously have equipment down and talk to operations. So that's kind of the main reason why we need this partnership, but there's a lot of things in that partnership and more to it than that. So I have Uwe here, and he works a lot with this. So I was going to ask him a few questions. So what's your view? What do we need? What are the main things we need operations help with as maintenance people?
So we need operations to help out with the work management process, basically get a work order through the system until it's completed. We need help with equipment care from the operators or operation. We also need them to participate or drive doing root cause problem elimination so we can solve some of our repetitive problems.
Okay. Yeah, so let's dig into these. So three main topics. The work management, that's kind of obvious. We need that partnership, but there's a lot of moving parts. And we have essential equipment care and root cause. So work management, what are the things within work management? Maybe we follow the work process. So somebody finds a problem somewhere, right? Let's start there.
Yeah, so we want them to be responsible for, if they find a failure, that they report that into our CMMS, or work management system. Of course, that should be done through a work request that becomes a work order if approved. We also want operations to provide support and take the lead in screening and prioritizing work. They need to make the equipment available when actually work needs to be done, coordinating that. They need to kind of take the lead on lock and tag out and all permits for equipment, and also prepare the equipment. It could be cleaning, draining, cleaning out things or taking chemicals out for maintenance or helping maintenance with that before work is actually started.
Right. Yeah, and that's really how you build that partnership, right? Because we can talk about it's not about if we get along and we can have a beer on Friday afternoon. It's really about having a structured way of working together, right?
Yeah.
And having a checklist for what needs to be done. Yeah. Good. So you mentioned cleaning. So the second point we had, let's lead into that. It was equipment care, right? So what do we need operations to do?
Well, we've seen that the plants or mills are very successful in doing maintenance. I've seen up to 50% of all the basic inspections being done by the operators, which mean they're doing a really good job of taking ownership of the equipment and doing essential care. And the first step of that is, of course, cleaning, and I'm talking about cleaning out the equipment.
Yeah, not cleaning the areas, cleaning the actual
not housekeeping.
motor.
We're talking motors, hydraulic units,
yeah,
pumps, whatever it could be.
Yeah, and in my experience, also, if you do the cleaning, of course you do an inspection if you're trained and know what you're looking at. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also want them to do minor adjustments. If some bolt is loose, if they know what to do or have been trained, we want them to tighten that up. We also want them to assist maintenance when there's some major work going on. I think it's good for operators to learn a little bit more about how the equipment actually work or is designed, and I think they can learn that from maintenance.
Just lead me to think about one thing. The old, still a good system, I guess, but TPM, Total Productive Maintenance, came around from the Japanese in the 70s. They're big on having operators doing lubrication. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm okay with that, but then they need to be trained, and because lubrication is very, very important. And in my experience, there's a lot of people underestimate what it takes to do lubrication. I've been involved where people are on, that are maybe on light duty, do lubrication because that's what they think they can do. And I think lubrication needs to be one of the number one priorities when it comes to preventive maintenance and essential care. And we're talking about ISO standards and taking samples and trending all the oils and all the things.
So I agree with you in principle, but I almost moved into the camp where I said, obviously you need to have, it's fine if operations do lubrication if they are trained. But there's so many operators typically in the plant. And people never train them. So I'm almost going to move to the camp and say, okay, let's just not do that. Because I never seen a plant, and I'm sure they're out there, but I've never seen a plant where they actually have operators well trained that do lubrication, because it's just, they move around in the areas, there are too many of them, and it's new people all the time. I just don't see it happening.
Well, I was trying to be a little open-minded that it might be a situation, but you're right. We really don't want lubrication to be done by anybody that's not fully trained or take that serious.
But in theory, I agree. If you have operators, you want to use them for that, but train them well. Take the lubrication certification. You have the level 1 and the level 2, at least the level 1, right? So they can know what they're doing. Yeah. Okay. That was just a side thing. Well, thanks for looking at this video, and if you like these kind of stuff, please subscribe to this, and also hit the little bell button down below so you get notification when we have new videos. Thanks for listening.